Hi, it's Vex, and today we're going to talk about our top 10 of Commander 2021. That's right. Except for, we have an honorable mention right here. So let's do a cool little camera thing, zoom in a little bit. Monologue tax. This is not Smothering Tide by any stretch of the imagination. This is an honorable mention because people were really hyped about this card. I play this card, seeing in action. It is not that great because it only triggers when you cast a second spell each turn, create a treasure. But like Smothering Tides, anytime they draw, so if you draw 4, you can create 4 treasures. Monologue Tax only can do it once, and only if they do a second spell, not even the first spell. It'd be much better if it's cast their first spell each turn, create a treasure. Actually, it'd probably be broken if it does that. Anyway, so we have Monologue Tax. It's not as great. It's an honorable mention as being not in the top 10. So let's do our top 10. So I'm just gonna put them all out like that here. Bam, these are our top 10 right there. Let's see if I can do this cool little camera thing. Going down, moving over, moving up, like that. This is our, let's see if this works. Our number 10, Triplicate Titan. The reason it's number 10 is because it's not a super powerful card. I know it's a 9-drop, but it's just such a cool card that it's like a 9/9 Flying Vigilance Trample, and when it dies, it creates these 3 little golems, kind of like a worm coil, and it's just a fun design. I think it's because it's a fun design. It deserves our number 10 spot. It's a very casual design, and it's just like things don't have to be most powerful cards to be in this top 10. I think they just have to be good cards that are just fun to play. It's fun to play against. It's fun to play. If you swords it, it's gone because it doesn't die. You know, there's counterplay to it. All right, our number 9 right here, Cunning Rhetoric. Now, let's read this card, 2 in the black. Whenever an opponent attacks you or one or more planeswalkers you control, exile the top card of that player's library. Okay, well, that's good. You may play that card for as long as it's remained exiled, and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast it. So it turns into like a colorless spell. And its cool part is that even when Cunning Rhetoric leaves the battlefield, you still get to cast that card. So it kind of it's like this like ghostly prison effect. It makes them not want to attack you because you get to take their card, and it might be a good card. It might be Expropriate, Cyclonic Rift, whatever, etc., etc. And it says you may play that card. So even if it's a land, you still can play the land. So it's a very good deterrent. That's why it's in a Brina deck. The precon starts off at. All right, number 8, Pest Infestation. I actually love this card. I want to put it higher, but it is an overcosted disenchant. The first time you disenchant is an overcosted Force Vigor because it costs 5 to do two things. But my God, the scaling ability is amazing. Imagine like this is a Corrosion Grip when it first starts, when you XX green. So you pay 2 to green. It says so destroy up to X target artifacts and or enchantments. Create twice X 1/1 black and green pest creature tokens. So that's amazing right there. So you pay the 3 mana, like essentially a Corrosion Grip mana. You destroy an artifact or enchantment, not at split second speed, but you destroy something and make 2 pests. You pay 5 mana, destroy 2 things, make 4 pests. The scaling on this is insane. It's just very, very powerful. I love this card. That's why it's at number 8. We have more powerful a spell right here. Ink Shield. And what Ink Shield does is 3 white black. So if any Orzhov player or anybody in white and black have 5 mana up, be careful of this card. This is a extreme deterrent. Like even if it's not in your hand, you gotta be worried about this. And it says prevent all combat damage that would be dealt to you this turn. For each 1 damage prevented this way, create a 2/1 white and black Inkling creature token with flying. The blowout's real. Somebody attacks you for 10, you're like, nah, I'm not gonna block. And I'd play Ink Shield. Bam, I make 10 2/1 flying creature tokens, crack back. It's insane because this is an instant you can do on their turn, you crack back on your turn. And they're tapped out if they try to attack you with a big monster or something. So this is still good for 5 Inklings. 4 Inklings, still good. Ink Shield, very, very good. Then we have our next card right here, Oversimplify. Here, and it's a, scooch over a little bit more here, right in the middle. Try to. Oversimplify. It's actually a board wipe, not just a board wipe, in Simic. So it costs 3 green Blue, exile all creatures. Wow. Just read that again. Exile all creatures. Not even a board wipe, an exile wipe. Kill indestructible things, hexproof, whatever, anything. Each player creates a 0/0 green blue fractal creature token and puts a number of +1/+1 counters on it equal to the total power of creatures they control that were exiled this way. So essentially, we just take all the power of the creatures that were destroyed and put them into one creature. Now, blue is very synonymous with bounce spells. So obviously, you can just get rid of it by bouncing it. It's a very, very insane board wipe. I love it. All right, let's go to our number 6 here. 5. I think that was number 6. 5. Guardian Augmenter. So Guardian Augmenter is flash. 2 to green, flash. Commander creatures you control get +2/+2. That's not the important part. Commander creatures you control have hexproof. This is a very good way to pump your commander and also just like get them. Because people, let's be real. The creature you want to kill the most of the time is somebody's commander. And this is a good way to protect the commander. It doesn't cost that much, 2 to green. Bam. And if you have partner commanders, this is even better. So this is very good at protecting your commander. It comes in at flash speed. Just excellent. Next one is a commander itself, but also a good role player in commander decks. Viren, Voice of Duality. It's a 1 blue-red Magecraft. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, Viren, Voice of Duality gets +1/+1 until end of turn. So it's like a prowess thing, but with copies. And if you casting or copying an instant or sorcery spell cause a trigger ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers additional time. And yes, Viren triggers itself twice. So very, very good. +2/+2 for every spell or copy you do. This is very good in Spell Slinger decks. This goes right in my Niv Mizzet prone deck. Just right in there. Let's see what Young Pyromancer would trigger twice. If you're playing a Jessica deck, Monster Mentor would trigger twice. Like all the things will trigger twice. Number 3, and this slots into even more decks because tokens is crazy. People love tokens. People love tokens. People love doubling tokens. And guess what? Ajax and Niv doubles your tokens. So it's 2 green, blue has ward 2. And if one or more tokens would be created under your control, twice of that many tokens are created instead. So it's like a doubling season. Parallel Lives card. And it fits in any green blue deck that does Parallel Lives. That Parallel Lives fits in, you fit in Ajax and Niv. People love doubling things. And imagine if you have Parallel Lives and Ajax and Niv. Very, very strong. Very powerful. Number 2 here. Going over right here. Cursed Mirror. The reason I put this number 2 is, this is my top 10 list. This is actually my favorite card from the set. My absolute favorite card. It's, and the reason it's so cool because it's so versatile. It does so many things. First, it's 2 and a red. It's an artifact. Tap and 1 red. So it's a fire diamond that costs 1 more. It comes like ETB untapped. Except for the cool part is this is a very unique design too. As Cursed Mirror enters a battlefield, you may have it become a copy of any creature on the battlefield until end of turn, except it has haste. Now, let's read that. It can copy any creature for 1 turn. You can get an ETB effect like Dockside Extortionist, stuff like that. You could, copy a Golos. You can get a Golos land. You just copy anything on the battlefield, your thing, their thing. Godo, I had this in my Godo CEDH deck. You could copy Godo and get another equipment. Very versatile. And then afterwards, it becomes a mana rock. So this is essentially a heat shimmer or something like a copy spell that just leaves around a mana rock. So it's very, very powerful, very efficient what it does. And if there's no creatures to copy, you can just play it as a mana rock. I mean, it's not the worst mana rock. So Cursed Mirror is my absolute favorite card. However, I think the best card in this oops, I hit my mic. Best card is set by a country mile, Archaeomancer's Map. Now, this isn't like a super powerful card like Dockside Extortionist, Fierce Guardianship, but it puts white on the map. No pun intended, but pun intended. It's essentially a white cultivate. White decks have struggled with ramp, have struggled with a lot of things, and this really helps. So let's read it. 2 and a white. Whenever Archaeomancer's Map enters a battlefield, search your library for up to 2 basic planes cards. So just 2 basic planes, not not like any basic lands. Reveal them, put in your hand, and shuffle. Okay, cool. So it's like it is a cultivate. You take 2, you put in your hand, and then whenever land enters the battlefield under an opponent's control, if that player controls more land than you, which most likely they will because they're probably playing green. Everybody plays green, by the way. You may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. So that's how you get lands onto the battlefield. You one round of the table, you could do burgeoning twice, bam, bam, and then you can continue to burgeon. They do burgeoning, which is a second ability, with Arcane Master's Map throughout the whole game. And the cool part is if you have land tax, you can just keep dropping them with land tax. And people, if somebody has an AC or Tatiova deck, you can just keep up with land tax and Arcane Master's Map. So it's very, very powerful, and it's an artifact, can be enlightened tutored for if necessary. So I think this puts white, just gives white so much power that it just really needed. I know it's only one card I have the 99 in your deck, but it's just an amazing card. I mean, and they've added more power in Modern Horizons 2, like Esper Sentinel and stuff like that. So these are my top 10. So let's just go back here, zoom out a little bit here. So these are my top 10 of Commander 2021. Very powerful cards. Nothing utterly broken like Fierce Guardianship, Dockside Extortionist, Fairy's Protection. It's just good role-playing cards that just are fun. Maybe not when you get Ink Shield, but fun cards. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, give the video a thumbs up, smash the subscribe button, hit the notification bell to be alerted for my new videos. I have my TCGplayer affiliate link in the description below if you want to help support the channel. And as always, have a wonderful day.